Today is this meeting is called to order. Today is Saturday, June 12th, 2021. Welcome to Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council. This is a special general board meeting. I'm the host. I'm Sarah Clendenning, the president. Vince Montalvo is at the controls. He's an area rep. Fernanda Sanchez is moderator. She's the secretary. All supporting documents and related items can be found on our website, lincolnheightsnc.org. I'd like to remind the public and board members of our code of conduct and civility rules. In order to speak, you must raise your hand. Public comment is not a time for board members to comment. It's public time. And notice to paid representatives, if you are paid to monitor, attend, or speak at this meeting, city law requires you to be registered as a lobbyist with the Ethics Commission. With that, what's my agenda? Secretary Sanchez, can you take roll call?
I will now begin roll call. Sarah Clendenning.
Present.
Ben Wadsworth. Ben Wadsworth. Fernanda, myself here. Leger Biederman. Leger Biederman. Nancy Stella Soto.
Here.
William Rodriguez Morrison.
Wait, can you repeat that? I just pressed unmute.
William Rodriguez Morrison. Was
here.
that here? I couldn't hear that.
I'm here.
Benny Madera.
Yeah, I'm here. Did you get William Morrison?
Richard. I'm sorry?
Did you get William Morrison is there?
Yes.
Okay.
Richard Larson.
Present.
Emily Haar.
Here.
Melanie Shiflett. Melanie Shiflett. Vicente Gonzalez. Vicente Gonzalez. Armida Marufo.
Present.
Victor Asanedo. Diego Zapata.
Here.
Richard Ortiz.
Here.
Steve Lucero. Lina Ruiz. Lina Ruiz.
Here.
Mhm, thank you. Selena Ortega. Selena
Present.
Ortega. Thank you. Vincent Montalvo.
Present.
And Erica Shu.
I'm not part of quorum anymore.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Fernanda, it's Leger and I'm here. I don't know if you got me.
Okay, thank you. And that concludes roll call.
Sarah, hold on, you got a mute.
Sorry. We're now opening it up to non-agendized public comments. If you are from the public and you would like to comment on anything that's not on the agenda, please raise your hand and you have 1 minute to speak. Thank you.
And if you're using a landline, you can press *9. I'm gonna unmute you, David. Please state your name.
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good evening. Thank you so much. Good evening, President Clendenning and board members. My name is David Galavis, and I'm the Associate Vice President for Community and Local Government Partnerships with USC. I'm happy to be here with you this Saturday evening. I just wanted to introduce myself. There's a few other folks from USC here. As the former president of this Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council from 2006 through 2010, and a former Lincoln Heights resident who raised my kids here in our neighborhood, I understand the potential for community leadership that you all possess. We at USC take our community partnership seriously. I just wanted to point out that in the near future, we'd love to continue our dialogue with you going forward. And just tonight, in terms of an example of some of the community programs that we have, a good number of students from Lincoln High School and Wilson High School participated in a ceremony at USC honoring them for graduating from USC. These are students that we worked with over 6 years to make sure that they can apply and get into and excel not only in USC, but other universities across the country. So going forward, we really look forward to working with you, and we hope we can talk about other programs. We could come forward based upon your schedule and talk about some of the low-income childcare programs we have and some of the small business assistance and other programs we have. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Jesus, I'm gonna unmute you. Please state your name. Jesus, I have muted you. I'm gonna do it again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I just want to make an announcement here in Highland Park. We're doing a Recover 5K run on June 27 here in Arroyo Seco and Herman Park. Right there by the dog park. We're gonna start the race at 8:30 in the morning, June 27. And part of the race is sponsored by the Highland Park Neighborhood Council as well. So we're looking forward to see some of the people from Lincoln Heights.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Sarah, I have no more public comments. Oh, one more. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Juan Carlos, please state your name.
Hey there, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sure. So my name is Juan Carlos Cruz. Actually, like the fella from USC, and I was actually born and raised in Lincoln Heights, but I'm actually here representing East LA Community Corporation, or ELAC. We're located here in Boyle Heights. And yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and introduce myself. I am one of the organizers. I'm looking forward to this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Sarah, we have no more public comment.
I think we need to promote Ben Wadsworth. He's on the attendee side.
Give me 1 second. Okay, he's promoted. Okay. Okay, Sarah. All right, hold on, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Community and board announcements. Raise your hand if you have any board announcements as a board member, or if you're a community member making an announcement.
So we'll go first to the board members. Are there any board members that wish to make a community announcement? You can do so by raising your hand or pushing *9 if you're on the landline. Okay, seeing none, we're gonna go to the public. If the public would like to make an announcement, you can do so by raising the little yellow hand or pushing *9 if you are using a landline. I see none. Sarah?
All right, announcement of vacant seats and applications received. We have a couple vacant seats right now. We have 1 business representative seat, 2 community-based organization representative seats, at 5 at large, area 5 resident at large seat, and then area 4 resident at large seat. And we also have a youth representative seat open. So if you are interested in a seat, please email our secretary or our Treasurer Leger for an application. Right, treasurer? Yeah. No, Ben Wadsworth.
Secretary or vice president.
Yeah. And so far we have received about 3 applications. Next we go to committee reports, executive committee. Discussion and possible action on removal of all past planning and land use community, all past planning and land use committee members. So,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
So, yeah, this is, we're going through our committees and then reestablishing our committees. So, I'm appointing people?
Well,
Yes.
right now we need a motion. This
Okay.
is to remove. So I'd like to make a motion to remove all past planning and land use committee members. Is there a second?
I second that, Lizzie.
Okay, Leger second. So board, you open it up to board discussion and then public comment, Sarah.
Okay, board discussion. I'm opening it up. Any board members want to discuss? Anybody?
I don't see any.
Okay, opening it up to the public. Any public members want to discuss, please raise your hand. No?
Public comment, you can do so by raising your little yellow hand or *9. I see none.
Okay, so now we take it to a vote.
Yeah.
I guess I'm calling it, all who would approve of removing the community, the board members of this committee, say aye, right? Or is it, or we're gonna go one by one. Is Fernando on here?
Yes.
Yes, I'm on here.
Okay, so Fernando, could you take the votes, please? Right?
Mhm.
Sarah Clendenning,
Aye.
Ben Wadsworth, Ben Wadsworth. Is he on the meeting?
Yes, he's on.
Okay, so apparently.
Calling vote for Ben Wadsworth. Fernando Sanchez, that's a yes for me. Leger,
Yes.
Nancy,
Hi.
William, William. Was that a no?
Benny,
Oh, okay, hold on. He's speaking. Go ahead, William.
That's a yes vote, and I am at my location where I need to be at, so you have a wonderful evening.
okay, yes, for
Thank you, William. Benny,
Yes.
Richard Larson,
No.
Annalee Har,
Yes.
Melanie. Is Melanie on the meeting?
No, Mel's not on.
Armida,
No.
Victor,
Yes.
Diego,
Yes.
Richard Ortiz,
Yes.
Steve is not here. Lena,
Yes.
Selena,
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
I'm going back to Ben Wadsworth. Ben? No response from Ben. That's 13 yeses and 2 noes.
Okay. Motion passes. Sarah, now there's a second part to the same one. It's the appointment of new PLUC committee members.
Okay. So we go through the votes again?
Well, this is the appointment of the new PLUC member.
Okay,
And then
so,
we have to, the board has to ratify them.
Ben Wadsworth has his hand up in the attendees side.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, it's crossed over. Let's just check with Ben real fast to see, because I know he had his mic off. I mean, but we couldn't hear anything. Ben, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
okay, so now, appointment of new PLUC committee members, is that what I say? Yes?
Yes, this one, Fernanda, for the record, at 6:22, Melanie Bowman is entering. I just
Oh.
made her a panelist.
So,
I
Melanie
recorded, thank you.
Paloma, okay.
Okay.
So, now do I open it up to comments again, or do we just start?
Well, this is the appointment first of the new committee members to PLUC. And
Okay.
then someone will make a motion to accept them, and then unless the board member turns them down, and then if they don't, we'll move to ratify them. And then board member comment and public comment.
So I'm appointing the whole board, or just two?
No, the whole committee, the PLUC
The whole
committee.
committee. So I just say the names now?
Yeah.
Okay, and the positions, or no, just,
Yeah, start with the chair and the co-chair, and then the rest of them are committee members.
okay, so Chair Sarah Clendenin, can I self-nominate?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the co-chair is Benny Madeira. And a member is Vincent Montalvo. And those are the only people I've appointed. Should we see if anybody else wants to be on the committee?
Yeah, at this point, okay, so we have those appointments. And how many are there in total?
I think it's 5.
That's 5 so far, and the committee's 7, right?
I have 3 and we have five positions.
5 or 7?
I can't hear anyone. I don't know if it's what's happening.
Oh. Let me see. Can you hear us now, Ben? Ben? If you can hear on your end, it might be either your speaker, because we can hear you on our end.
Okay, that's the first one I've heard for a while.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I believe it's 5.
5? Okay. So right now we have 3 and there's space for 2, right?
Yeah,
So I guess you can call if there's anybody else on the board now that wishes to be on PLUC.
I nominate myself.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. Who? That's Anna Lee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joanna Lee, and then anybody else? Raise your little hand.
Hold on. I got one more. Armida. Hello?
I have a
Armida?
question.
Oh.
You are supposedly choosing new members to all the committees. Why was the PLUC committee specifically targeted to be disbanded from the get-go if you were planning on opening up to restructure all the committees?
Armida, we have all the committees right here.
I see that, but you specifically put the PLUC at the beginning when you already had that page. That page was already there. I could see that. And so I understand that you're going to restructure all the committees, but right now you've targeted only the PLUC committee to begin with. Why was that?
Item on the list.
Item on what list?
The first
On
item
the agenda.
on the agenda. You see the agenda.
So because all the committees are being restructured, I think the order of them shouldn't matter. Could we move on with the meeting?
Right now, we only have a couple active committees with like one person on them. So
Yeah,
people on it.
I agree with Fernando. The order is on the agenda, and it's not just singling out the PLUC. It's actually several committees that are on there that are being restructured. So I agree that the order is not important, but if we can continue on, if anybody else, if any other board member wishes to be part of PLUC, if you don't know now, we can send out just some of the requirements, because the PLUC committee is going to be required to do their training for land use that I believe now is mandated, required for PLUC members, and we'll get that information to the new members. But I think since no one else wants to be a member for it, Anna Lee was the only one that spoke up, and that's the list we have now that we can vote to ratify. And in the future, if anybody else wants to be on PLUC, notify Sarah or any of the executive committee members, and it can be agendized to be ratified. Okay, so let's get that. Let's just read the list of the public and the board members know the committee members we're going to be ratifying. It'll be Sarah as chair, and then Benny Madera as co-chair,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's myself as a committee member,
Mm-hmm.
and Anna Lee,
Mm-hmm.
and there was another one.
Anybody else want to be on this board or on this committee?
Yes,
Yes. And myself.
Okay, we have some microphones going off right now.
Yeah, that's
We need you to raise your hand if you want to be on the committee. I guess no talking, right, Vince? Can they just raise their hand so we can see it?
Oh, hold on, Richard Ortiz. Give me one more second.
Okay, because the committees are a lot of work, you know, it's like another, you have to do agendas, you have to have your meetings. So, I mean, Vince,
Okay.
is 2 committees per person? Like, that's like a lot, right?
It is. I mean, it's the one thing to think about these committees is that this is where most of the work is done before it hits executive and general board. So all the work has to be done in the committees, and then we can sometimes amend it in the general board. But we have to send these reports and packets up so that all board members can become aware of what the recommendation of the committee is to the board. And at the end, the majority will decide, you know, what position the board takes.
Okay. So we have our, so I thought I saw, who are the other people that?
Richard, right now, Richard raised his hand.
Yes.
Okay, Richard Ortiz. Okay, so that's 5 people. So, board
Okay.
ratification?
And then hold on, Fernanda raised her hand. Fernanda? I don't know if it was by accident. Fernanda?
2 committees already. Just a heads up.
Okay. Okay. And then Armida raised her hand. Give me one second. Hello?
It was probably raised by mistake. I just raised it for the first time.
Oh, okay. Let me lower it down. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's Richard. So this would be the current PLUC. Sarah as chair, Benny as co-chair, and committee members would be myself, Vincent, Anna Lee, and Richard Ortiz.
Okay, that's 5 people.
That's 5 people.
Okay, so board ratification. So we go, do we take it to comments or do
So
we?
right now, I'd like to make a motion to accept Sarah as chair, Benny as co-chair, Vincent Montalvo as a committee member of PLUC, Anna Lee as a member of PLUC, and Richard Ortiz as a member of PLUC. Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Second.
Okay, who second first? Fernanda?
I'm sorry?
Okay,
Did you get the second?
Yes.
Okay. So now board member comment and then public comment, and then we can vote.
board member comments, anybody?
I don't see any on my side.
Public comment?
Give me one, hold on one second. Fernanda raised her hand.
So just to like be on the same page with specifics, is it 5 members total in each committee? It can't be more.
Right. I have to, I checked the bylaws. If people can get on more, or we can put more members on the committees,
Yeah.
we can bring it up at a later meeting. This is right now just to like jumpstart it, but we'll verify. I think it may be 7. It's usually half of what the quorum is. But
That is correct.
Okay, so then, yeah. So we could put 7 on there, but did you have interest in being in?
Yeah, I did, but if we can do that at a later meeting, then that's totally fine.
I think I just want this, and I think we're gonna take it.
Okay, so we'll put it on the next meeting and we'll have 2 more seats open.
Okay. So that's our
Okay,
board
so
comment.
I don't see any more board comment. We
Public
can
comment?
open it up. So if you're in the public and you wish to make a comment, push *9 or raise your little hand, and we got one. Okay. Please state your name. Hello?
Hello,
Hello, we can hear you.
great. My name is Silva Blackstone. I see it on the screen. I'm just wondering if these limits are in your bylaws. And I heard somebody say something about bylaws, so could you give me an answer on that?
Well, right now we looked, and the only thing we discussed right now that there's possibly can be 7 per committee, which is half of our quorum, and Ben verified it. And so right now we're just taking the 5, and we're going to come back later and give board members a chance to look at their schedules and see if they would like to participate, and if it fits in their schedules, there'll be 2 more seats open at a later meeting.
Okay, the main question was, so you're saying that a member of the board can only be on 2 committees?
Well, I don't think there's a limit on how many they can be on, but we do ask that they be aware of the amount of work that's required for each one, because it is a lot of work.
All right, thank
If your
you.
schedule fits it, it'll be okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Sarah, I see no more public comment.
Now we're gonna motion. Do we have to motion to take it to a vote?
No, now we just roll the vote.
Okay.
So Fernanda, you can just go down the roll call and for the vote.
Sarah,
Aye.
Ben,
Yes.
yes for myself. Leger,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
William,
Not on the call anymore. He said he was gonna try to get back on, call back in on his own.
Benny,
Okay.
Yes.
Richard Larson,
No.
Anna Lee,
Yes.
Melanie,
Yes.
Armida,
Now, are we still at quorum? Without
Yes,
Morrison?
we still have quorum.
Armida,
No.
Victor,
Yes.
Diego,
Yes.
Richard Ortiz,
Yes.
Steve, Lena,
What did you study? Film.
Yes.
Where?
Selena,
Is that where?
Yes.
Orange. Is that
Vincent,
college, community college or private school?
Yes.
So the university? Yeah.
that's
So I got my
14
degree,
yeses,
but-
2 noes.
What's your other degree on? Well, film. One was
Sorry, there's
producing,
not a
one was
background
the
noise.
writing.
So that motion has passed. Correct?
I don't, somebody should recount that. I think you have the count wrong.
Fernanda, do you see your list there? Fernanda?
Yeah, I have 14 yeses and 2 noes.
Okay.
I only see 13 yeses.
You want to run down the list, Bernie, real quick?
Sarah was a yes. Ben was a yes. I was a yes. Lachey was a yes. Nancy was a yes. William was a yes. Benny was a yes. Richard was a no. Anna Lee was a yes. Melanie was a yes. Armida was a no. Lena is a yes. Selena is a yes. Vincent is a yes. Right,
Yeah.
that's 13 and 2 noes.
You said 14,
Thank
but
you.
there's only 13.
I just corrected it to 13. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Passes, motion carries.
Okay. So motion passes.
Okay, so as president, could I forward, like advance one item, item number 9? Just to get this,
You'd have to make a motion to bring it up. Yeah, to move item 9 under item 2, or make it item 2 on the agenda.
I'll make it item number 2 on the agenda. We have a lot of people waiting on this one, I guess. Just this item number 9. So I'd like to make a motion to move item number 9 to item number 2. Do I have to do public comment on that? No. We'll take a vote on it.
It's a procedural vote just to move the item up.
Okay, so
If there's no one opposing, I think that's what you should ask, if anybody's opposing.
We should
And
second
we
it
can-
first, no?
Yeah, you want a second, Benny?
I'll second that.
okay, so all who want to vote, should Fernie do this?
Could you tell
Well,
me
no,
what? Could you tell me what item 9 is?
It's a letter of support for an appeal. There's a supporting document on the website. So all who, anybody opposed to moving item number 9 to item number 2? Please say something, raise your hand. Anybody opposed? Okay.
Nobody?
Then motion carries?
Yes.
Okay.
Item 9.
Item 9. Okay, so item 9, discussion and possible action on letter to Plum regarding CEQA appeal of Hyatt Hotel USC Conference MPA, council file 210371 and 210371 S1. This is for the conditional use permit for the sale of alcohol at the new Hyatt Hotel on San Pablo Street. This is in support of a CEQA appeal of that alcohol license. It was appealed. The city approved it. It was, yeah. The letter's on the website. Okay, in January 2021, the East Los Angeles Area Planning Commission narrowly denied an appeal and affirmed the project's approval, despite community stakeholders requesting various project conditions to address potential noise and neighborhood impacts. This neighborhood council shares these concerns, and well, that's part of it. We're saying that we agree with these concerns. But we have, I think there are people who will speak. Let's see. Yeah, the letter's on the website. But it's on top of the Hyatt, there's a pool and like an entertainment thing and bar, and private events, and will they have the proper, measures to like stop any, to mitigate any issues? The sale of alcohol has been appealed. So, yeah. And then the case number for the council file, it's on there. The address is 1515 North San Pablo Street. Do we have any public comments?
Well, first, you had people that are going to speak. Is John, you one of them that's going to speak on the issue? Or do you have speakers or because what we'd have to do right now is make a motion to accept it, and then we can open it up to board member comment and public comment.
Oh, okay, so we make a motion to accept it first. Okay, so do I make the motion to accept it?
Well, let's let somebody else make it. Well, I'll make the motion. I make the motion to approve item number 9, discussion and possible action on the letter of the Plum regards sequel appeal of the Hyatt Hotel USC Conference MPA Council File 21-037 and 21-0371S1.
I second.
Okay, Selena Ortega second. Okay, now open it up to board member comment and discussion, and then public comment.
Okay, and the board members?
We got Richard Larson. Give me 1 second.
Hi, yeah, thank you. So the council file is from May of 2020, so like a year ago. The hotel was approved October 2020 by the Department of City Planning. The MPA was also approved, and the August 20. Could somebody please knock off that noise in the background? It's really hard to hear. Thank you. So at the August 2020 appeal hearing, the SEIU voiced concern over possible noise complaints while dropping concern for 220 local jobs. When I inquired about this with Susan Lee, the SEIU rep, she gave me no response, and I wrote her twice. As brothers and sisters in the union, I was curious why such a concern about noise at a palliative care facility would have loud music like a rave similar to the ones we were hearing at Spring Nod. I do understand how if police were called for some reason, people would be concerned because of their presence, but USC has their own police force of 220 officers 24/7, so it's a concern but not the usual one. There is widespread noise and alcohol completely unregulated at a no-go zone at Spring Nod, and I'm just wondering how on one hand we are willing to cut local jobs by 220 and a few blocks away we have a Wild West party going on. Actually, those two properties are about a mile away, and the noise from Spring Nod is way in excess of anything from USC. Unless you mean the Union Pacific Railroad, and that's...
Lincoln Heights, Richard.
I'm sorry, what?
Spring Nod is not in Lincoln Heights.
I didn't say that it was, that the noise comes to Lincoln Heights. I said that those two properties are less than a mile away. I didn't say that. So thank you for the interruption. But unless you mean the Union Pacific Railroad, and yes, you can go and have them leave Union Station and blow horns till all hours up the LA River and eastward through our community, then that would be a concern. But by the way, the June 15th Plum meeting, there's nothing about 21-0371 on the agenda at this time. And as I said, I think sometimes we can avoid embarrassment like what we had the city council more or less gaslighting us last time, that we weren't really prepared to make the political effort to find support for these things. A lot of time it's just us, yelling out in the darkness, and nobody really pays attention. The whole purpose of a community impact statement can be lost without proper understanding and training of the reason for them.
Richard, that's your time. But I want you to say that this is a letter of support for an appeal. It's not a community impact statement. It's not. Yeah. So any other board comments?
Nope. Public comment?
Okay, we're gonna open it up to public.
Oh, hold
Oh.
on, we got one, Benny.
Benny Madera?
Just that anytime more alcohol is being proposed to come to the community, I am against that.
Thank you, Benny.
Okay, any more board member comments?
None.
Okay, so we're gonna open it up to public comment. Any public comments? About,
We have John Yu. John, I'm gonna unmute you. Can you please state your name?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is John Urquiza. I am a member of the USC Forward Coalition, and I also represent a land use coalition, a NELA land use coalition, which deals with land use issues across Northeast Los Angeles. The issue before you for this letter of support is that USC is requesting an exemption from CEQA because they said that their master plan done in 2014, 2017 covers the alcohol license, but it was never completed back in 2014, 2017. So they need to go through a M&D process, which is what we're asking for. Now, that's the simple land use issue before the board. But however, this is bigger than that. This is about land use throughout all of NELA. USC being one of the biggest investors in the Northeast Los Angeles is building out their campus, and it's affecting the communities around us. You see that in the neighborhoods where rent is going up. You see that with indirect displacement. You also see issues of policing. This particular liquor license is going to bring in the USC police, which we have a big problem with the USC police because they do target youth in the neighborhood. Youth that have to walk through the campus to get home, youth that have to walk through the campus to get to Lincoln Park.
one second, John, that's 1 minute.
Okay.
Can we expand it to 2 minutes and then we'll just distribute it to each caller?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 more minute.
Great. So I'll make it short. USC does not have the leadership in place right now to negotiate or to create this process or to create this project effectively protecting the neighborhood. We ask that you support this. This is also an issue of solidarity with the rest of the community. We have other members or other folks from different parts of NELA that are fighting development. There's over 30 projects. The cumulative effect of these projects, including the 3 hotels in the USC area, are going to change the community in a way that we would not be able to control. This is about local control and what you guys and what the community wants and how we want it. And essentially, the noise mitigation efforts are just part of that, but we also the alcohol and the extra policing is something that we don't want.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Okay. Any other public callers want to comment on the?
Okay, 1 second. David, please state your name.
Yes, David Galaviz here. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Great, thank you all. We actually had a PowerPoint that we could have presented tonight, but we were told tonight was not appropriate. This process with the hotel is an 18-year-long process. And the purpose of the hotel is twofold. On the one hand, it's to allow families that have loved ones either staying in either one of the USC hospitals or at County USC, White Memorial, or another neighboring clinic, a place to stay while they can visit their loved one. That's number one. Number two, it's to enable both the university and community groups to have a place to hold meetings, to have a place to hold banquets and galas. The hotel is open and operational, and I would invite anyone here on this board, if they'd like to see the hotel, to come and tour it. We'd be more than happy to help with that, or you can come on your own and see it. Number two, there is no roof. There's no pool on the roof. There is a small pool inside. However, there are a number of conditions that the university and the developer conceded to with the city of Los Angeles through the planning department. The key one is that there can be no noise after certain hours. There can be no live entertainment or raves or parties like that. Also, there is no off-site consumption. The only on-site consumption that is allowed is either in someone's hotel room or during part of a banquet facility. We've already in the last few months received a number of requests from nonprofits in Lincoln Heights and throughout the East Side that are very interested in hosting their events at this new site. Number one. Number two, a bulk of the outreach, the community outreach that occurred for this project occurred between 2012 and 2015, including 8 separate meetings with both the Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council General Board Meeting and the Lincoln Heights Planning Committee. Also, if in terms of the displacement, we also have worked with a number of nonprofits to look at how we resolve issues and how we develop community benefits and how we do things like local hiring and how we make sure that all our campus amenities and projects like this are open and accessible to the public. And we'd love to continue working on that with you all. And again, just the last thing, the hotel and the conference center are up and operational. And if anybody would like to see them, we'd be more than willing to work with you on that. And we're also willing to forward you the PowerPoint that we prepared for tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any more public comments on this item?
No more public comments that I see. Oh, one more. Hold on. I got one. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, please state your name.
Silva Blackstone.
Hi.
And hi. And I admit that I'm not up on all the issues with this project, but my granddaughter was recently in one of the trauma centers there at USC, and the parking was a nightmare for us, even though because of the virus, we weren't allowed to visit her in her room. But I'm wondering, with all the guests and with the banquet facilities and the meeting rooms, how is USC going to handle all the extra traffic that's coming into these facilities? I don't know if everybody has been over there. There's huge buildings in these institutes, medical institutes, and it really, I can imagine that it impacts the neighborhood, but I just think that the facilities should have enough parking so that this is not a problem, because it was a zoo over there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you.
All right. Any more
Okay, we got let me see, Pedro Ramirez, please state your name.
Pedro?
Hi, how's it going?
Hey.
So really quickly, I just want to congratulate you guys on restructuring the whole committees thing. This is great. I finally feel like we have people on board who are actually going to go in favor of the communities and not just ignore us when we basically beg them to oppose projects and they end up ignoring us and go and approve it. That's beside the point though. This guy talking about this new facility and that he wants to bring up this thing, he's talking over here about galas and stuff, bro. We have people on the bottom of my street. We have endless RVs that are camping out. People can't pay their rent. They're getting evicted. This guy wants to, they're talking about buildings with galas and meetings and like, we don't need this. We don't need this in our neighborhood. Like, who is it going to benefit? It's not going to benefit our community. It's not going to benefit our people. Our people are over here on the streets in RVs trying to make ends meet. Like, this is ridiculous. There's no reason why we should even be having this conversation about the structure right now. This, the thing on the Bryan and the thing on Pasadena with the Avenue 34 apartments, these things are like things that we shouldn't even be talking. We should be talking about how to help our people and how to get us to pay the rent and how to fix things through this crisis. This is ridiculous that this is even a thing on the agenda. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro.
Okay, I see no more public comment.
Could I just say one board member comment? Is it too late?
You're el presidente, yes.
Oh yeah, okay. I want to make a comment about the lights on this new Hyatt. So if you drive past Lincoln Park at night, not only is the sign on the Hyatt really bright and large, but now it's reflected in the lake in Lincoln Park Lake. So now technically that's 2 signs. And so now our park is kind of branded with USC Hyatt. It's from all angles. I just want to mention that. It's not just light pollution, but it's a sort of encroachment or expansion into the, the really special, the public square and this, one of the first public parks in LA, Lincoln Park. That's my comment. All right.
Okay. So Bernie, now we go to the vote.
Now we go to a vote.
Yeah, just a reminder, a yes vote is going to approve the letter to be sent to the Plum Committee.
Mhm.
And it's a letter of opposition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the letter of opposition will go. So a yes vote, we'll send it. A no vote, we won't send it.
Okay.
Fernie, go down the list.
All right, Sarah,
Aye.
Ben,
Yes.
I for myself, Leger,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
William,
Oh, he's gone.
William,
Yeah,
Benny,
William
is William still on the call?
No, William is no longer on the call.
Yeah, he said he was
Benny?
gonna try to call back, but I don't see him as an attendee.
Okay.
Benny is a yes.
Richard Larson, Richard Larson,
Yeah, that'd be no, thank you.
Annalee,
Yes.
Melanie, Melanie,
Sorry, I'm a yes. I was having trouble unmuting. Sorry, guys.
no worries. Armida,
No.
Victor,
Yes.
Diego,
As a former Bravo medical magnet alumni, that's a yes for me.
Richard Ortiz,
Yes.
Lena,
No.
Selena,
Yes.
Vincent,
Yes.
That's
13 yeses and 3 nos.
Oh, wait, sorry. I meant yes. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I meant yes.
For who? For Lena?
Yes, sorry.
All right. That's 14 yeses and 2 nos.
Motion carries. My gavel, tap, tap. So,
So we go back up to item number 2.
item number 2. Now, yeah, item number 2. I know this is a long meeting. Okay. Item number 2, discussion of possible action on removal of all past outreach committee members.
I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion for the removal of all past outreach community members. Is there a second?
I'll second it. Leger.
Yes,
Second.
Leger, second.
Okay. Now we vote. Sorry.
No.
All the
Board comment?
Board comment?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Board comment? Anybody?
Well, I just have one observation. I just don't know why we're voting on something that it was never voted on before. Basically, what I'm saying is this is not the way that we've ever done this, but continue on. I just think we should consider the waste of time when we're voting on things where it's just simply, it was never done this way. If you would read the bylaws, you'd see that there's provisions for this whole process. And some of the decisions that have been made already are subject to scrutiny, I'd say. But go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay. Any public comments regarding this?
I don't see any in the public.
Okay, so
Oh,
then-
we have one. Give me 1 second. Okay, state your name.
Silva Blackstone, aren't you operating under a new set of bylaws? A recent set of bylaws recently adopted by the board?
No, these are the same. The bylaws, I believe, they're not changed until every like 2 years. So these have been the same for a while.
November 17th, 2020 is the date on these bylaws.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more public comments? No? So we'll take.
Nope.
Okay, so we'll take it to a vote. Fernanda?
Yeah.
Sarah,
Aye.
Ben,
Yes.
yes for myself. Leger,
Yes.
Nancy,
You should call work and be like, "Can you
Benny?
connect me to here?"
Yes.
Because you don't go up to, you're like,
Richard Larson,
No, you get, I do tell them that. Then that fight doesn't give you a number. Because
I can't hear what's going on.
Richard Larson.
Yeah, I can't hear what's going on. There's a lot of racket going on in the background. I can't tell what's
It's a yes or no vote regarding the outreach committee.
Yes, I'm going to recuse myself on that one. Thank you.
Annalee,
Yes.
Melanie,
Yes.
Armida,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Diego,
Yes.
Richard Ortiz,
Yes.
Felina,
Yes.
Selena,
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
All right, that's 14 yeses and 1 recusal.
Motion carried. Appointment of new outreach committee members. So now I'm going to appoint. For Chair, I say Vicente Gonzalez Reyes. Co-chair, Annalee Har. And that's, anybody else want to be on the Outreach and Events Committee? That is for, you recruit new members and organizations, PR and marketing.
I had a point of order if nobody minds.
I nominate myself.
The point of order is that we just had a vote with the result was 14-1. Is that correct? But I see that we have 16 present, so that doesn't add up.
Oh, Fernando, do you see your Fernando?
Yeah, I see that. So then it was 15 yes and 1 recusal.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to correct that vote. I don't know who voted yes and was missed, or, we should record every vote.
That's the whole vote that was recorded. There was only 1 recusal, which I believe it was yourself. The rest were yeses.
I know, but the person taking the count, Fernanda, said that there was 14. So she missed 1 person voting. I just want to make sure that we get the vote right on that 1 person. I don't know who it is.
Mm-hmm. It stands corrected. The only person that voted to recuse was Richard Larson, and the rest of the members voted yes.
Okay.
William Morrison was missing. How did we go up to 15?
You can check on the panelist side, and those are the people that are present that are board members, and Richard was gone a while back, and we still have quorum.
It's Melanie that came in at 6:24.
Yeah.
So we're at 16.
Okay.
622. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Sorry, 6:22.
I'm just
okay. So
I'm not clear on the vote, but go ahead anyway. It's a
Carry
little.
on. So, with the appointing of the committee, I've appointed Vicente Gonzalez Reyes as chair, Annalee Har as co-chair, and then we have 3 more slots. This is for Outreach and Events Committee. This is to recruit new members, organizations, PR, and marketing. So does anybody
Okay, so
be on this?
Victor had his hand up. I had it. Victor?
Oh, no, I spoke already. Sorry about that.
Okay, are you interested in being in the committee?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll add Victor.
Okay. I don't see anybody else on the board.
Nominate myself, Richard Ortiz.
Oh, Richard?
Okay, so Richard Ortiz. We have 1 more slot here. This is sort of the branding, the public face of the board. Or
Okay, well, we'll leave it open because this one will have an extra spot. There'll be 3 available. Oh, hold on, Nancy. Nancy?
Hi.
Okay.
Hey.
I'd like to join, please.
Okay.
Okay, so Nancy is the 5th one on the group.
Okay. Okay, so let's see, motion to. All right, so
I'll make the motion for it. I'd like to make a motion to accept Vicente Gonzalez as chair of the Outreach Committee, Annalee as the co-chair, and committee members Victor Ortiz, is it Ortiz?
Azanado.
No, Azanado. Richard Ortiz and Nancy Soto as committee members.
I second.
Point of order. Yeah, so I believe that a person being nominated or voted on needs to be present.
All members are present.
I heard the nomination. Could you repeat the nomination for this committee again?
Oh, it's Vicente Gonzalez Reyes as chair. Does he have to be present?
He's not here though. Is he?
I don't know if he has to be present.
Yeah, I mean, we could still vote on it. If there's somebody that wants to raise an issue because he's not here, we'll put it on the next agenda and re-vote it on.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, we can move forward on it just so that, if anybody has an issue, they can take it to the city. All it is a simple fix by putting it on the next agenda and re-voting on.
Okay, so.
I have a question.
Hold on. Armida?
Yeah, the Empower LA just sent the recent roster, and there's quite a few people who have not passed 1, 2, or all 3 of their trainings, with Vicente Reyes Gonzalez being one of them.
This is
they've been expired since the 19th, and this email just came out a couple of days ago, so I'm going to assume it's accurate.
Okay, well, you take that up with Empower LA because they have a problem with their system and we've been dialoguing with them. Thank you.
I'm sorry, take it up with who?
Empower LA.
I'm not talking to the Empower LA, I'm talking to the Neighborhood Council. So why would I take it up with
this? Has been a point that we've been dealing with, and that we have a solution with Empower LA. It's regarding their incompatibility with certain web browsers. And thank you, board member, for your comments.
That's all you had to say. I don't have to take it with anybody. It just clear it up. Thank you.
That's great. Okay, so we're going to take this to a board vote, right, Vince?
Yes.
So all who, right?
So just for Fernanda, for the record, I made the motion. Selena Ortega second, and then go down to the vote.
Okay. So Fernanda, could we do a vote, please?
Oh, just to clarify, what is this vote on? Are we re-voting this?
No, we're approving the new board for the
Right.
Outreach and Events Committee.
Yeah, let me restate it for Fernanda. Right now, the current motion is to accept Vicente Fernandez as the chair, Annalee as co-chair, Victor as committee member, Richard Ortiz as committee member, Nancy Soto as committee member of the Outreach Committee. And we already got a second from Selena Ortega, and now we're just going down the vote, and this is item 2 on the agenda.
Yeah. Okay. Amanda?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
Sarah,
Aye.
Ben,
Yes.
yes for myself. Leger,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
William, not here. Benny,
Yes.
Richard Larson,
I'm going to recuse. I don't understand what's going on. Thank you.
Annalee,
Yes.
Melanie,
Yes.
Armida,
No.
Victor,
Yes.
Diego,
Yes.
Richard Ortiz,
Yes.
Lena,
Yes.
Selena,
Yes.
Vincent.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Vince? Yeah, I think I might want to make a motion to sort of end this meeting early. Can we do that?
On this and save item and continue item 3 to, what is it, 3 to 8?
Yeah, next time.
Oh, does any ask the
I
board?
second that. I second that.
Well,
Leger seconds it.
hold on. Let's Sarah, frame it in a way of saying all those in favor of ending the meeting early, continuing item 3 to 8 to our next meeting. If there's no opposition, forever hold your peace. Anybody that opposed can say, and if no one opposes, we'll move to I'll make a motion to move to adjourn. So I don't see anybody opposing in the board members.
Okay, do we move on to item number 7, 8, 9, 10 and that stuff, or do we just stop it now?
It would stop right now officially on item number 3.
So what do I say? All those who are in favor of continuing item number 3 through 8 at another meeting and then adjourning this meeting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or if you're opposed, say it now or you forever hold your peace. Right?
Okay, opposing to continue the meeting or what?
Yeah, if you want to oppose to continue the meeting, you can now.
Why are we opposing? Why are we not finishing the meeting?
It's a long meeting.
We could speed it up. This was postponed already twice. I don't understand. This is a Saturday. A lot of people would have agreed that they would have probably been somewhere else. We started the meeting. It's 7 o'clock. Let's finish this.
Thank you.
This is what a productive meeting is all about. Let's finish this up and get this over and done with.
Thank you for your comment, board member. If anybody else is opposed, please say it now.
No.
Okay, nobody else is opposed, so the meeting is, I motion to end this meeting, right?
We got one public comment though.
Okay, let's take that public comment.
Okay, please state your name. Sylvia Blackstone.
Silva Blackstone. It seems like this leaves you without any committee members, or leaves partly old committee members and new committee members on some of the committees. What are you guys doing? It seems very irregular to me. I'm not a member of your board. I'm not a member of your community council, but this is wacky.
Thank you, Sylvia. All of our
Silva.
pretty much empty right now.
You're running on empty. Let the co-chair run the meeting. Don't skip out on everybody.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you for your comment, Sylvia. Okay. So we motion to end this meeting early. So,
Okay.
what do I say?
Yeah,
Meeting-
motion to end the meeting. Anybody opposing the motion to adjourn the meeting?
Okay, meeting adjourned then. Meeting is adjourned. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for your time.
Bye. See you
Take
next
care.
time.
Bye.
Bye.